Trap, get in here, man. Y'all gonna want to get in here. Today is the day that we gonna pop some talk. Now, Dak is balling. Dak is balling. Dak is absolutely balling. Get in here. Hit that like button on your way in. It's free support. And don't forget, guys, hit that subscribe button as well. Give me one moment, chat. Oh, yeah, chat. It's Victory Friday. And if y'all enjoying yourself, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Appreciate everybody popping in, showing some love to the stream. I'm going to tell y'all now, it's always how about them Cowboys. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, the Dallas Cowboys is on the road to possibly run this table. Now, there is some optimism within that. And I definitely think that Dak Prescott is balling at an all-time high right now. Dak Prescott looks poised in this pocket. He looks poised, gaining the necessary yardage that he needs. He looks poised in everything he does right now. Now, he did start off this game with an early interception, which was kind of ill-advised in my opinion, but it was like he had pressure in his face. He probably was trying to get it to someone, and his pressure in his face was blocking that. And he threw it thinking someone was there, and it wasn't. It was a defender, and he threw it directly to that defender. Now, I definitely think that Dak Prescott has a tendency to doing this. And I'm not sure what it is, but Dak Prescott, he has to be able to have a better tendency of when pressure is in his face, he can make a difference. And he can make the right choice that he needs to make. Because sometimes, man, I'm going to tell you now, Dak Prescott decision making is pretty poor sometimes. Only sometimes. Now, moving forward, I definitely think that Dak Prescott is on a different level. And he's to the point where he's so comfortable that he redeems himself in games like that because, ultimately you gave up 7 points to Patrick Mahomes. And now you gave up 7 points and you gave the ball directly to them on the first drive of your first drive. And, I definitely thought like, oh man, here we go. All right. Now, what is Dak Prescott going to be able to do? Can he make a difference in this game? Can he come back and win this football game on Thanksgiving? And that's exactly what he did. He found the right guy. He found Pickens open. CeeDee Lamb was open. He wasn't necessarily open, but he was creating some space where he could catch the ball, and that's what counts because him and McDuffie was going at it all night long, and it was going back and forth. And some of those calls I 100% didn't agree with, but hey, football is football, and you got to keep your hands to yourself after 5 yards, my boy. It's that simple. So I definitely think Dak Prescott is the key here, man. Like, yeah, we want to harp on this defense, and we definitely gonna talk about it. But Dak Prescott, he's leading this offense. He's leading this offense. He's leading the point to go and score points. He's not the one to sit back and just watch the defense have to work it out and work it all out. No, he's still putting up points every week. He comes in, he does his job. He makes the right reads. He calls the right audibles, and he downright just makes a difference for Dallas every single game. Now, moving forward, what can I expect from Dak Prescott? these last couple games, man, they're going to be upon him. Now, the defense, don't get me wrong, that we gotta put them in there too. We got to. But I definitely think that Dak Prescott needs to continue to ball out at a high level. He's doing so right now. He's making some ill-advised throws, in my opinion. And I say that because it's like when Dak is like very uncomfortable and he sees something that he hasn't seen before, it's like he don't know what to do. And some of those plays, yes, don't get me wrong, you don't want to take a sack on some of those plays. But like if it's first down or second down, take the sack, bro. Take the sack, bro. Take the sack and live to see another down, because you throwing it ill-advised in coverages that you really can't see because pressure is in your face. It causes lackadaisical throws. And we all see that. So I definitely think that Dak Prescott needs to continue to do him. Don't get me wrong, a little one interception, you can have it. But we got to do a little bit better with that decision, that split decision making. Like I'm talking about that split second, just boom. All right, I got to make this decision. All right, boom. All right, I'm throwing it away. Throw it away. Like I never really see, if you want me to be honest, I never really see Dak Prescott throw the ball away. And I'm not sure what that is. Now, I'm not sure what that is, what that's about. But I rarely see Dak Prescott don't see anything open in the field. I mean, there's nothing open, because there's been times that Dak has thrown the ball in coverage and got an interception when clearly no one was open. Now, if you just sit back and you take a second and you know before the down that, hey, this is first down, this is second down, I can throw this ball away. If I got too much pressure and ain't nobody open, let's throw this ball away. Live to see another down. I have yet to see that from Dak in his 10 years of football. Like I have yet to see him faithfully say, oh no, there's pressure in my face, I'm throwing this away. So I want him to start hopefully working on that. Like don't get me wrong, it's kind of like a loss of down too when you have to throw the ball away. But would you rather have a loss of down or a turnover? That's when you kind of pick your poison there, because I would rather have a loss of down 100%. And if you don't think so, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't need my quarterback throwing it like that. I need him in his element, bro. I need him playing like he's been playing for these second halves of these football games, having those great numbers for these football games. So if we can continue to do that, Dak Prescott, I'm with it. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. But what I definitely think moving forward is calm down. Take a second. Don't get me wrong. You the driver of this boat. Okay. When they offense on the field, that ball runs through you. So take a second. Think about it. Let's make some better throws, not ill-advised throws. Now, like I said, I'm not crushing Dak Prescott. So don't come in my comments and say I'm crushing him and I need to be talking about. No, I am being honest about him. He's a great quarterback. He's been with Dallas for 10 seasons. I've seen him grow to where he is today. He's playing the best football of his career right now. But if he can just pick up those little tad bit techniques of like knowing like, hey, it's first down, bro, and ain't nobody open. Don't squeeze that in that window. Don't do it. Some of them I understand, like that 4th and goal. And you squeeze it. Don't get me wrong, it was supposed to have been a penalty, but you squeeze it. The Philadelphia Eagles game in Blankenship, get an interception in the end zone. So those are little things that I feel like that if Dak can work on, man, he gonna really, surpass quarterbacks. He'll start surpassing quarterbacks when he can figure that out and make the right decisions and be like, nope, I ain't doing that. I don't care. We gonna live to see another down and we gonna punt this ball off. Either one. So I definitely think, man, this win that we just got was definitely needed. Moving forward, we got the Lions next, and it's gonna be a test. This ain't gonna be no weak test. For real. So you think about that. You sit there and think about that, because if you don't, I'm gonna tell you now, You're going to expect Dak Prescott to come in here and win all these football games. Now, I'm not saying that my quarterback's not supposed to. He's making $60 million a year. So I expect him to do what he's supposed to be doing. Yeah, I expect that. CD, he's bouncing back. I just really need Dak to really take control of this ship. And I'm on his case because I feel like he's tenured. Out of everybody on this team, Dak is tenured. Okay? Like, he has the experience. He knows what it takes to win football games. He knows what it takes to shoot yourself in the foot and lose a football game. You can tell by his press conference. You can tell by his post games. He knows, man. He's 10 years in. So I definitely think, man, this is going to have to run through Dak. Now, I've been saying this, but yeah, I got to hold my defense accountable, but my defense is getting there. So now with my defense getting there, I don't need to see Dak throwing ill-advised throws and being careless with the football. I need Dak to be having ball security. I mean, ultimately the thing that you're supposed to have as a quarterback, ball security, making sure the ball gets in the right hands is what's important. So, Dak, he's doing great. Keep doing your thing, Dak. But now is the time, because if this defense gets any better and I see any more better defense by this next game, the Lions game coming up Thursday, and I see my defense surpass and do great, and it's dependent and contingent on Dak Prescott of getting in the end zone or making that split decision that he needs to make of throwing the ball out of bounds instead of throwing it in tight coverages, yes, we're going to be right back here talking about how Dak Prescott makes $60 million a year and still yet can't win a playoff game or can't win a big football game when it's really needed. So, Dak, come on. I need you. Let's make it happen. Let's continue to ball out. You playing great. I'm not saying you ain't playing great. You playing great. But let's keep that same energy now. Our defense is coming up on this list. And they're like, hold on now. We climbing up this list. Hold on. We getting some starts for y'all now. Dak, I need you. Point blank, period. End of story. But yeah, guys, man, I really think that, moving forward, we got to be able to. I'm happy for the win. I am, yes, glad we got the win, guys. I'm glad because now we move on to the next table. And that's the Detroit Lions. Now the Detroit Lions, okay? Hold on, chat. Hold on. 1 second here. See, hold on. Actually, we're gonna get to the Detroit Lions. But first, I got to talk about CeeDee Lamb, okay? Because I feel like CeeDee Lamb, he had that first week where he had those big drop passes. And everybody was wondering, what is going on with CeeDee Lamb? Why isn't he catching the football? This and that and the fourth. After we paid him, bro paid. And now he dropping passes. Okay. Now we got George Pickens. We add George Pickens in the offseason, right? And now we have two great receivers. Two magnificent receivers. We add him. Season gets started. You drop passes in the beginning of the first game, and George Pickens rarely gets the ball that game. 3 receptions, 30 yards, I believe, first game against Philadelphia Eagles, opening night. So, then you get hurt week 3 because Brian Schottenheimer, your head coach, decides to put you in the backfield for some odd reason, to be cute, whatever the reason was, I guess. He decides to do that, right? So you get hurt for 3 weeks. George Pickens emerges. This ain't no like little emerge. This is a blow up, emerge Bro is here. George Pickens is here with a star on his helmet. He's jumping over people. He's making catches, and he's doing what he's supposed to do to get paid. Because you know Jerry Jones, he gonna pay him. He gonna pay him. So you get George Pickens that emerges, and you sitting back watching him. Now you come in. And you dropped a couple more passes. You don't get me wrong, you still caught other passes, but you dropped a touchdown pass over there. I remember that. You dropped a touchdown pass. It was right in your hands and you dropped it. And then you got this game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the only person that's stopping CeeDee Lamb is CeeDee Lamb. He stated it. It's clear. It's if it's not clear, you let me know. Because it is 100% clear that CeeDee Lamb is in his own way. After a game that he just had, I believe it was 112 yards, 1 TD, 7 receptions. You know, you can't tell me that ain't a comeback. Catching a deep pass, causing multiple penalties on an all-pro cornerback, Trent McDuffie, and putting these guys, the Kansas City Chiefs, secondary, in a complete blender. Now, I've been getting this, George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb. I've heard that. George Pickens is better, stronger, faster. I've been hearing that. Now, get this. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are two different receivers. I don't care what no one says. They are completely two different receivers here, and I'm going to tell you why. CeeDee Lamb, he can go up and use his body to catch a ball, don't get me wrong, but guaranteed that's his talent. CeeDee Lamb got that talent to go do that. He ain't got the body and the physicality to go do that. George Pickens, he's going up and going to get it. He's physical. He's meeting that ball at the high point. I mean, meeting it at the high point. Nothing less. He's meeting it. He has a bigger body. George Pickens, a little faster. CeeDee Lamb, right behind him. I swear George Pickens is like a 4.6 and 4.5. And then CeeDee Lamb's like a 4.6. It's something like that. Very close. So in my opinion, these two receivers are different. One's route running is impeccable. Because CeeDee Lamb's route running has always been great. Since you've known CeeDee Lamb, his route running has been great. George Pickens, when he was in Pittsburgh, he didn't have any route running. He had the go ball. That's all they wanted to do in Pittsburgh with George Pickens is give him the go ball. Give George Pickens the go ball. Give him the go ball. Let him go up and go get it. You never seen George Pickens in Pittsburgh running routes. I'm talking about a 2, 3, 5 yard slant. Hitting that, boom, 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 boom. All right, ball here, boom, catch. Yak after that. You haven't seen that from George Pickens until he got in Dallas. So, how are these two receivers, or how is George Pickens better than CeeDee Lamb? I don't get where you're, I just, me personally, I don't get that logic. Now, everybody got their own opinion, and they're entitled to their own opinion. So if you think George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb, you take that and you run with that. They both great in my eyes. They both, and you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy? The only people that I didn't heard that from is Dallas Cowboys haters. Dallas Cowboys haters that don't like Dallas. Now, if I'm hearing this from a fan, yeah, we got something to talk about. We have something serious to talk about. Because if you're sitting there saying that George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb, your number 88, that done all this wrecking havoc throughout the season when he first got drafted, get up out of here. Because you want to know why? I watched CeeDee Lamb. I watched CeeDee Lamb in college play for Oklahoma. I watched him all 4 years he was there. So Tell you now, in my opinion, these guys are two different receivers. You got an X and a Y. There's not an X and an X. You're saying one is a 1, one is not a 1. Bro, they're both 1s. They're a X1 and a Y1. And that's my opinion. That's how I'm running with it. CeeDee Lamb is better than George Pickens, in my opinion. Yes, these receivers are going to have a downfall or any type of game that's just like, I can't catch that ball. Why didn't I catch that ball? Every receiver has it. I don't care. It could be the top receiver in the league, and statistically, more athletic than any receiver. And I guarantee you, he's going to drop a ball. He's going to drop a ball. I don't care who you are. A.J. Brown didn't drop the ball. Jamar Chase didn't drop the ball. All these guys didn't drop the ball. So if we sit here and think about it, not George Pickens, but CeeDee Lamb, the way he's come back from having that first half of the season, that rough first half of the season, I can definitely say CeeDee Lamb is now number 1 in Dallas. George Pickens is an addition. That's a luxury. George Pickens is a luxury to have in Dallas, in my opinion. We needed him. Yes, he's great. He's talented. I love it. Keep it going. I'm loving it. But I definitely think that don't come to me and tell me that George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb. I don't want to hear it. You keep it to yourself, because it doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. It's just backwards to me. CeeDee Lamb is the top 5 receiver in the NFL. What are you talking about? George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb because he getting more touches and doing more things. Bro, and what happens to a defense when CeeDee Lamb touches the ball? It's the same thing. So that goes to show you that CeeDee Lamb is my number 1. It's that simple. You got an X and you got a Y in Dallas. And that Y is outshining that X right now. And that's okay because they're on the same team. So I definitely think, guys, we got to be able to think about that, man. We can't sit here and say that all these haters are saying that George Pickens is better than, man. Get up out of here. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. What I want to hear about is this Quentin Williams impact. That's my next topic. Okay. This Quentin Williams impact has been through the roof, guys. And I mean, it's to the point where I'm like, I'm sitting there watching the game. I'm like, bro, it's eating. Quentin Williams eats, bro. He's always in the backfield. He gets off blocks, and he has an attitude behind what he's doing, and that's why he's always there. Now, don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes, man. He's going to make those crazy escape quarterback pressures and get it to a man down the field. That's him. That's Patrick for you. That's something we can't control. All you can do is try to be there. And that's what they did. They put pressure on Patrick. They had pressure on his face in that big old down where he threw it to Xavier Worthy, I believe it was. And man, I'm seeing an impact by Quentin Williams, man. Quentin Williams is making a crazy impact, and I don't think we've had this impact at Dallas. That's why I'm like got a smile behind it, because it's like I really don't know what to think of it. It's like Jerry, did you really cook this time? Did bro really cook this time, y'all? Like, y'all let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jerry Jones done cooked off of this trade, because these trades, because we made 3 trades this season. George Pickens, Logan Wilson, and Quentin Williams. So those are the main 3 that took us over the top and got us winning 3 games in a row right now. So, and we got some additions back on defense as well, so. And I believe Trayvon Diggs is on his way back as well, guys. And if Trayvon Diggs is on his way back, that's even better. That's even better. A lot of people have been cooking Trayvon. I don't know why you cooking Trayvon. Leave him alone. He hurt. He didn't get put back in the right predicament. He didn't. You expected him to just come back and just make a difference with a torn ACL. And he ain't fully recovered for it yet. It's not how it's happening. It's not how it's happening. But I'm going to tell you now, our defensive line, they'll show you something. I watched every single rep with our defensive line. It was some reps, they looked gassed. But it was most of those reps, I'm telling you, I've never seen the firepower off the ball like that in Dallas before. Getting off the ball, using your hands to get off blocks, using your moves to get off blocks, your swipes, your unders, your spins, your twists, whatever you got to do to get off a block to get to the opposing team ball carrier. They was doing that against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm seeing it slowly but surely. I did see Logan Wilson in coverage one time. I believe it. Oh, what was that? I think that was on a touchdown. It was on a touchdown to Rashee Rice. It was one of them. Rashee Rice or Hollywood Brown. He was underneath, and he was in the end zone, and Patrick just threw a dart over Logan. But think about it. If Logan would have been 2 yards deeper, if I'm telling you, I will pull up the footage. If Logan was 2 yards deeper, that is an interception. Matter of fact, I think I got to pull this up right quick. Let me see if I can pull this up, chat. 2 yards deeper. Hold on, chat. But yeah, how we feeling, man? It's Victory Friday, and we big chilling. That's all I got to say. We big chilling over this way. Big chilling. We loving it. Let me see if I can find this right quick, because I know it was on a touchdown. I just can't remember. Hold on, chat. This is the end of it. I swear he got cooked right here. I know I ain't crazy. Hold on, chat. See, that's it. Where is that play at? I'm going to find that play. Hold on. Yeah, see, it's back here. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Dang. You know, searching through this is pretty crazy. If y'all in the building, I appreciate y'all being in the building. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. It's free support. Hit that subscribe button over on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all better hit that like button, man. It's free support. Hit that like button over here. Don't be sitting here looking at me. Y'all better hit that like button, man. We on a 3-game win streak. Y'all better, come on, man. Hit that like button. Don't be scared. I'm looking for this play right quick, chat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find it. They're getting close. Hold on. I think it's right here. Is this it? Yeah, there go Logan right there. Okay, no, that ain't it. It's the next play. I guarantee you it's the next play. Got to be the next play. Right here. Right here, chat, I think. Right? Yes. Yes. There it is. Look at this, chat. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Of course, this is messed up. All right. We'll do it like this then. That probably ain't going to work, chat. Give me 1 second. Of course, that's not going to work. We got to see this. We got to see this. Where is it at? I know I got one. Hold on. How we feeling, chat? If y'all in the building, y'all better hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, too. I'm about to pull this film up, man. It's just messing up on me. But I might just... 103. I might just pull it up right here. Might be easier for me. It's going to be a lot easier for me, guys. I thought I already signed in here. But yeah, man, day after Thanksgiving, Victory Friday. You can't beat them type of days. When you got a Victory Friday and it's Friday and you off too, because I'm off. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm off. You know, and you get that all at once. Then you get to go live and do your content. You know, like, you can't beat it, bro. You can't beat it. Appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love, man. Y'all going crazy. I appreciate y'all. Look, y'all hit that like button over there on Facebook. I appreciate y'all. I don't know what's going on today. What's going on? Can I just pull up this one play? What's going on today? Chat with it. Huh? It's acting crazy. It's acting crazy. I don't know what it is. Like, sign in, bro. There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Almost there, chat. Here we go. What was it? 103. Okay. There we go. Pause. Boom. Now check this out. Check this out, chat. Check this out. So that's incomplete there, okay? So with this ball being incomplete, now they coming back. Look. Think they're going to play it again. It might play it again here. Hold on. Oh, snap. I done messed up. Of course I did. You know? That's just how you got to do it. You got to mess up a little bit to be able to get it right. Just the way it is, man. All I was trying to do was fast. That's all I was trying to do. Thank you. All right. Here we go. We gonna get this right, chat. My bad. Nope, that ain't us. They already scored. Right here, okay. Right here. Nope, that's kickoff. Jeez, man. Okay, so here we go. Check this out. Boom. I'm going to stop it. Chat. Hold on. I better be lucky. See, I got to get my stuff right. See, everything stopped working on me for some reason, but that's okay. Logan Wilson, number 55 down at the bottom of your screen. He's in between the Chiefs defender. That's the Chiefs. He's the only guy without a defender. Okay. Now you got Rashee Rice back here at the bottom of your screen. You can't see it, chat, but he's at the bottom of your screen. Okay. You got Patrick Mahomes about to throw this ball. If Logan Wilson is 2 yards deeper, and in my opinion, I didn't play defense. I don't know. I really don't. I can quite care less about a defensive position. I just know they're good at what they do on defense side of the ball. Because I couldn't play defense. If you up a little farther, why you up so far? The goal line's behind you, my boy. Get in the goal line. There is no way that this zone was meant for you to be up there at the 2-yard line. I'm telling you guys, he's in the end zone. This is picked off. That is picked off. Now, don't get me wrong, chat. Don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes, he throws the ball well. He does well at what he does. He's a very good quarterback. Now, he threw a dart. Don't get me wrong, because I seen how he twisted his body and he kind of like looked because he didn't think it was coming that fast. And I understand it. I get it. But we got to think about this. Logan Wilson is 2 yards deeper, chat. 2 yards deeper. I'm telling you, he's put himself in a position to possibly pick that off or at least pass breakup. And then they're going for a field goal. So I definitely think this defense is a work in progress. It's been a work in progress. I've been saying that since we got Agent Zero back. Siobhan Revelle made his NFL debut, and he's out there getting some work in. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But we have to be able to sustain consistency. Like, that's something in Dallas we haven't had. Like, we can go on a little run streak. We can go on a little win streak. But can this stay consistent through and get to the playoffs? Now, we don't knock me. We only got I think it's what, a 19% chance of winning or going to the playoff. Maybe a little less. And that's okay. Because we all know the NFL is going to be the NFL. Somebody's going to end up losing some games that they're not supposed to be losing. And that's what's going to help the Dallas Cowboys out. That's what's going to help them. So I definitely think moving forward, guys, we got to be able to, we got to figure something out, man. We got to sustain our our level of play. It can't be a 1 week this, and we had 3 weeks this has been good football. I'm seeing different defense every week. Can it be consistent? That is key, guys. That is key. So we're going to go over this box score right quick, man, because I'm going to tell y'all now. Hold on. I'm going to just go with one. I'm going to tell y'all now. Look at this box score. Okay, so we got Patrick Mahomes threw for 23 on 34 attempts, 261. Mind you, Patrick Mahomes had 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys. Four touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to keep saying that because 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys is insane. 4 passing touchdowns, and we did not lose. So that goes to show you that the Dallas Cowboys defense is emerging. It's at a point to where we never thought it would be this season. We thought we was going to be looking at this defense next season. I definitely did. I thought we was going to be showing some little signs of this and that, little, but not like this. We just let Patrick Mahomes throw for 4 touchdowns and we still won. Think about that. I'm going to let y'all think about that. Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 58 yards. Okay. Patrick Mahomes had 3 carries for 30 yards. Pacheco, 3 carries for 16 yards. Receiving, Rashee Rice, 8 receptions, 92 yards. Now, I told y'all, them 3, Hollywood Brown only had 2 receptions. But I told y'all, if Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown would possibly give us hell. I mean, they kind of did. By the numbers, they did. But somehow we sustained, and we figured out a way to come out on top of this football game on Thanksgiving Day. Because these guys, in my opinion, I know you see it. It's on your screen. The numbers is right there. If you want to be honest, Rashee Rice cooked us all Thanksgiving. 8 receptions for 92 yards, 12 targets, and 2 TDs, a long of 28 yards. Come on, guys. We got to think about that. Rashee Rice. Okay, so let's head to the Dallas. We're going to go to the Dallas side. Okay. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing? There we go. All right. So we got Dak. Dak Prescott goes for 27 for 39, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 INT. He was not sacked. Hold on. Chat, hold on. Chat, hold on. I missed this. I 100% missed this. You know, I was sitting down eating my turkey and my stuffing and my mac and cheese and my so on and so forth, and I did not realize that Dak Prescott did not get sacked. Shout out to my offensive line. No matter of Terrence Steele, because I got a video coming out. I got on Terrence Steele head because there was multiple reps where I seen Terrence Steele being lackadaisical, not missing up. I mean, just letting the guy run over him and stopping the run, tackle for loss. So you know what? I'm going to shout out my offensive line because they protected their quarterback like they supposed to. 0 sacks against the Kansas City Chiefs. 0 sacks against the Kansas City Chiefs. I haven't been able to say that in a long time. 0 sacks. That just surprised me. I know I ain't tripping. Am I tripping, chat? Y'all let me know. Because 0 sacks? Guys, that is great to hear. Javonte Williams, 17 carries for 59 yards. He averaged a 3.5. Now, I'm not sure what it is with Javonte, but he's a bell cow, you know, and I love that about him. But bro got to be taking the right holds too sometimes. Malik Davis, he took it the distance on one of them. And I absolutely love that from him. Bro took it the distance. I haven't seen that in Dallas in a minute. Now, Javonte Williams, mind you, he did take that 22-yard run in. I do remember that. Breaking news, looked like QB C.J. Stroud has cleared concussion protocol. He returned to practice. So, Malik Davis, more of him. We tried on Jadon Blue, and Malik Davis reminds me of Jadon. I'm going to be honest. Jadon and Malik, they look like they run the same. But Malik got a little bit more experience and a little bit of more oomph in his run. And I'm loving that from Malik because we needed that number 2, man. And his long was 43? Yeah, 43-yard run. Wow. It's insanity. So, moving on to the receiving here. CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions, 112 yards. His long was 51. He was targeted 9 times. George Pickens, 6 receptions, 88 yards, 0 TDs, long for 39 and targeted 13 times. There was one pass I believe he said he couldn't see. Bro, cracked me up. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Let's get to 10 reactions on all platforms. Let's get to it. Let's get it. So, yeah, you know, these targets and these receptions between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, they spreading them, and I'm loving it. Now, Jake Ferguson hit the 5 receptions for 36 yards. I'm cool with it, but why aren't we keeping the same scheme of working this tight end in? Like, we need Jake Ferguson to be worked in a lot more because I guarantee you that will eliminate Dak Prescott from throwing those crazy balls in coverages. It will give him that blanket. And that's what I thought Jake Ferguson was going to do. Ryan Flournoy for 3 receptions, 34 yards. Kevontae Turpin, 2 receptions for 28 yards. Javonte Williams got 3 receptions for 21 yards and a TD off of receiving TD. Luke Schoonmaker, 1 reception, 1 yard. Get rid of Luke. Luke needs to go. Luke needs to go. I know I ain't crazy. Luke, I say it again. Luke Schoonmaker needs to bounce. Come on, man. Every time he gets the ball, I hold my breath. I'm like, oh, what he gonna do? Oh, wait a minute. And if you think about it, there's been multiple cases where I've seen Luke Schoonmaker whiff blocks. I mean, just run past the defender that you're supposed to block. Run past him. What you doing? Hit him on the way out there. Hit him. I've seen multiple times Luke Schoonmaker has done that. Matter of fact, he done that. Matter of fact, hold on, chat. I'm pulling it up. I'm going to find it. Oh, you better be lucky if I can't find it. Hold on, what is this? Oh, well, I mean, hey, there you go. I mean, there it is right there, chat. You know? Because check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This was October 19th. Luke Schoonmaker from Tommy Yards. Luke Schoonmaker misses on a block, and Javonte Williams gets tackled in the end zone for a safety. Oh, man. I just looked up Luke Schoonmaker's name. All I did was look up bro's name, and that's what came up. So I definitely think, man, we need to get up out of it. We need to get away from Schoonmaker. We need to something. Because I don't think he ain't cutting it, y'all. He ain't cutting it, in my opinion. So, we're going to move on to this take of first take. I'm going to see what they talking about. I like to just bask in the ambience and see what these men be talking about because, Stephen A., that's one thing that I've learned about Stephen A. is that he don't like the Dallas Cowboys. He don't. But he tell you the truth. He tell you the truth. He's telling the truth. He never lies. He never holds it back. He tells you the truth. So let's listen to this take right quick.
It's like the byproduct of what Stephen is saying, like good regular season team, a team that fails when they get to.
No, they're legitimate threats because I believe the quarterback is different. We always point to Dak Prescott underperforming in the most important moments. Well, there's been no more important moments, at least in his career thus far, than the last 2 weeks or the leadership he had to show when one of their brothers was lost. And so I believe that Dak Prescott is now a different man, which makes this team different. And Cam made one of the most important points of the first 10 minutes. George Pickens makes this team different. When you slide the coverage to CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens wins one-on-ones. When you slide the coverage to George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb wins one-on-ones. And with that, Brian Schottenheimer still calls runs like to Malik Davis makes the explosive play for the touchdown. And so when they do get in the playoffs, with the way Quinnen Williams and Overshown have elevated this defense, they are absolutely true threats to be NFC champions.
Okay. So that's from Ryan Clark. I mean, that's his take on it. I'm not, hey, bro, you got it. You got it. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. I love what Dak's doing. I love what George Pickens doing, but I'm going to let you have that one. I don't know about true NFC contending. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. Let's see what, so this is what Cam Newton said, chat.
I think the thing about Dallas yesterday that is abundantly clear is Dallas Cowboys matches up versus any team in the NFL. Yes, I said it.
Now, that is 100% true. At the beginning of the season and 4-5 weeks ago, we couldn't say that because we were unhealthy. We didn't have the guys that we needed on the defensive side of the ball and the defensive reinforcements. We didn't have that. We didn't have it. But now we do. Now we do. It's obvious.
Team in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys is a good matchup against. Now, with saying that, when you start to say what's different about this team than years before, it's George Pickens. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb was really what Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb was supposed to be. The whole dynamic and the lineage of how Dallas have won in years past has been what? The offensive line, protecting the quarterback, and the run game. Well, this is what makes it extremely different because this team is extremely explosive. What George Pickens brings to that dynamic now alleviates the stress load from a guy like CeeDee Lamb. And who would have ever thought that in late game situations, how many times this year have we seen Dak look to George rather than Dak looking to CD. I think it was a definite statement win. And when you look at the crystal ball, so to speak, of what's been transpiring over these last couple of weeks, nobody, and I mean nobody, would have been able to say, hey, Dallas is going to be both of the following teams that was in the Super Bowl last year. Oh, my goodness. And that's something that they need to keep building on.
So I'm liking it. You know, that is something that the Dallas Cowboys definitely need to keep building on. Because if they don't, I mean, it's going to be an issue. But if they do, yeah, we might run this table. Yeah, we might be to a point where we be like, you know what? Dallas Cowboys just snuck into the playoffs. How far can we go? How far can we go? We know that we tend to get there and we fail. Let's be honest. We tend to get there, but ultimately we end up failing. When is going to be the time or the day that the Dallas Cowboys go over the top? I mean, they go over the top. And they're like, whoa. And I like what Cam Newton stated. He stated that this is exactly what Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb was supposed to be. Now, in my opinion, Amari Cooper didn't hold up to his end of the deal. Bro couldn't stay healthy. He could not stay healthy. And I'm not sure what it was, but he could not stay healthy, guys. He was a guy that was he was hurt pretty often. If I'm not mistaken, he was hurt pretty often. Let's hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube and Facebook. We're trying to get to 10 reactions on Facebook. We at 9. Give me one more reaction. Give me one more reaction over there. On YouTube, where we at? We got 5 likes. Let's get 5 more over on YouTube. Y'all hit that like button. It's free support. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. I drop videos daily. So, you know, it's something about these two wins. Now the Raiders was like, Raiders is a bad football team. But when it went to Philly and they came into Dallas and we came back from a 21-point deficit, I was like, okay, hold on. Hold on. And then I was like, okay, we got the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving. Kansas City ain't nothing to play with. I don't care if they was 3-5 and 3-5. Patrick Mahomes gonna somehow get it done. And we beat them. So moving forward, guys, I definitely think the Dallas Cowboys is putting their stamp in. They said, who we coming? Hey, don't forget about us over this way. Don't forget. So the Dallas Cowboys are sitting, I believe, 2.5 games behind the division leaders, the Philadelphia Eagles, and they play tonight versus the Chicago Bears. Now, we need the Eagles to lose, point blank, period. We need these guys to start losing, and I believe they're favored in the rest of their football games. And we have a tall task of Thursday night versus the Detroit Lions. Now, the Detroit Lions, I believe, let's see here. Let's pull up their roster. Hold on, chat. Because, you know, I gotta make sure I give it to y'all straight. You know, I can't. Hold on, let me see here. Man. Yep, Thursday night on Prime. The Detroit Lions, it looks like Amarion St. Brown might not be in. That's a good thing. I don't like wishing injuries on nobody, but hey, bro's injured. Unfortunately, and they're sitting at 7-5. So we definitely, and they're sitting at 3rd in the NFC North. So I definitely think, guys, we got to beat these boys. So we got Amarion St. Brown looks like he will be out. He's questionable. Listen, is questionable. Let me show y'all this, chat. I don't know why I'm not showing y'all. Sorry. But yeah, this is the the Lions depth chart as of right now. Now, don't get me wrong, we got a long way to kick off, so this may change. But Khalif Raymond was out. Brock Wright is out. You got, ain't Sam Laporta on IR? Yeah, I believe he's out too. Yeah, so I believe he's out too. But one thing I'm interested in is this dang on defense. Because I'm going to tell you now, yeah. They look a little banged up. I see 4 outs right there. So they out for sure. And I see 4 IRs there. And another out. So if we thinking about this, don't you let Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery beat you. Because that's who they're going to be dependent on Thursday night on Amazon Prime. They going to be dependent on Jamar Gibbs out of that backfield on receptions and runs. And then they're going to bell cow you with David Montgomery. Because them two been going back and forth, and finally Jamar Gibbs is getting that starting job in Detroit. Because last time I checked, David was starting. Now they got Jamar as number 1 because of the games that he has. So if you think about it, don't let Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery beat you on Thursday night. Now, I'm not saying that their defensive line can't cause havoc because they got Aiden Hutchinson. Now, Aiden Hutchinson, didn't he get that? Yeah, he got that. Yeah, he got that game-winning sack. One of those weeks or something like that. Don't let these guys come in here and make a difference. Don't let them do it, offensive line. We need to keep the offensive mentality. Offensive line got to stay hard-nosed like they've been playing. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's Terrence Steele. You better get to work. Oh, no, you ain't even going to have them. That's going to be Tyler or, it's going to be Tyler or, I think Tyler out. Tyler Guyton is out, ain't he? Hold on. Let me see here, chat. Hell, I forgot. You know, it'd be so much going on, man. Sometimes you just be like, what? Huh? Yeah, so Tyler Guyton was out. So Nate Thomas, that left side, it's all you and Aiden Thursday night. So we're going to do an overview on you very soon. Nate Thomas, you better get ready. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that boy, Aiden Hutchinson, he's a different thing. He's something different. Just the way he play football, the way he get off the line, the way he uses his hands and gets off blocks. Yeah, bro's different. So y'all better be ready for Aiden Hutchinson on that blind side of Dak Prescott at that. You know, Dak Prescott, sometimes he gets so one-track minded, he'll be staring down the field, looking the other way, and here come Aiden. So my offensive line got to be great. But yeah, guys, we're going to end the stream off with a couple players' interviews on Thanksgiving after the game yesterday. And we're going to get up out of here, man. We're going to go enjoy our victory Friday. That's what I did. Can't beat it. You know? You can't beat it. Another victory day after the game. I can't beat it. You can't never beat it. So we about to listen to a couple of these interviews right quick. Let me see. I got to listen to a couple of these. Yeah, I got to hear these guys. Definitely want to hear you, bro. There we go. Definitely want to hear George Pickens and what he got to say. Because, yeah. See what you talking about here, my boy.
Next one, we back on a short week, so definitely think about the next
Another
one.
short week.
About the touchdown catch, describe the play and what was going into it.
Yeah, I had a fade. They went red too. I kind of knew they went red too. He was already playing outside leverage. I look back at the Q, Dak was still scrambling, made a few moves, sat at the front pylon for him.
And could you talk about how the Chiefs just would not go away, but your guys' defense has been inspiring?
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things. The defense, the guys are showing up, the guys we acquired.
Appreciate y'all Facebook with them 10 reactions. Y'all clutch for that.
I feel like they're just showing up at a great time.
YouTube, where we at? We at 6. Come on, hit that like button. You see 3-0 with Q. Q Wood, exactly, Arthur.
First time having that, just coming on across the route, the sun was beaming in my eyes, so I couldn't even see, but made up for it. Yeah, this is my first time really playing on Thanksgiving, but definitely, like you said, thrive for the moment.
I mean,
make sure the guys and everybody else is on the same one accord.
Excuse me.
Super high, but kind of like I said after the last one, just keep going. I feel like that's what we brought into this game. Just keep going, make sure we execute, and we gonna pull off the dub.
What can you say about the CD had the drops last week?
Yes, sir. Appreciate that like over on YouTube. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all going crazy today, man. Appreciate y'all. Hold on. I got to give y'all some love. Hold on. I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Appreciate y'all. Y'all going crazy. I appreciate it. It's nothing but love. Dallas Cowboy for life. Hit that like button. We had 12 reactions on Facebook, and we had 7 on YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and finish. Oh.
My play, I definitely want to get the crowd in, too.
What about seeing Coach
That was crazy. I didn't even know he was here, but I knew he was a Dallas fan. When I came out of halftime, I seen him, and it was crazy. It was honestly crazy.
Hey, he seen posts. He was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, I mean, definitely, but like I said, that's up to Jerry. But definitely, curtains would help.
Feels like this team coming out of the with the trade.
He said curtains would help.
Feels like it's entirely different team at this one side of the ball. 3 consecutive wins, 2 of the last 2 Super Bowl teams. What can this team be going down the stretch?
Like I said, definitely we being like the past 2 Super Bowl winners. I feel like we still got that same type of caliber. As long as we just execute, put 1 foot forward each day, I feel like we got that same caliber.
Your thoughts on a playoff push? You think this is a playoff team now after these type of wins?
Like I said, all we can do is just personally just execute. But like I was telling him, I feel like we definitely got that caliber of guys.
Well, George Pickens cracked me up, y'all. I'm sorry, but George Pickens is a character. Like, bro, like in my opinion, bro saying the same thing. It's like bro don't really want to answer these questions. Like I'm just me looking at him and listening to it. And yeah, I know y'all looking at it and listen to it too. But to me, he don't want to be right here, and he don't want to answer these questions, and he don't want to be in front of the media. But he doing it because he trying to do better, and he trying to be better and be a better person. So it's still the same to me, bro. Like I can't get. Sometimes George is a character, bro.
Yeah, no, I really couldn't see the ball. It was the sun, but. Like I said, I always bounce back, kind of like CD bounced back from last week to this week. So all you can do is just 1 foot forward, keep getting better.
All right, thank you.
Sure, appreciate it.
To beat the 2 Super Bowl teams back to back like you did.
It's pretty cool. You have to get
Oh,
win.
he's loud.
Like I said from the beginning, I just want to do my job the best of my ability to get wins and to help this team win football games and to get some wins.
We're going to go to CD. They too loud.
A lot of nice catches. The touchdown play in particular. Can you talk about that particular play? The touchdown.
Great play. Great play call by Shotty. We got the coverage that we wanted. All I knew is I had to run my route the way I knew how and finish the play, and that I did in 7 points.
It seemed like there was a battle out there. Every possession, it was either you caught it or there was a penalty flag.
It's normally how it goes.
He said that's normally how it goes.
It's just me driving the ball, and I don't do that often. So it's just a series of events. It's a great experience for me. I've learned a lot, and on forward, we're moving forward.
Yep, like that. It's that simple, CD.
Man, JD's showing up, and I'm happy. The defense is showing up. They're playing together. We're playing together. The camaraderie is building. The brotherhood is building. The bond is overall growing. And, I mean, we can feel the energy throughout the environment, the facility, the stadium. The fans are involved. So, like, overall, we feel good. We take this win, sit on it for about a week, see y'all in Detroit after this.
Yeah.
You wanted this to be all business.
how personal was getting back out on the field and having a performance like this tonight?
This game ain't the only game I'm about my business. I can promise you that. So
tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Hey, I'm gonna end the player interviews off like that.
Sure.
Because I'm gonna tell you now. See, I told y'all. I've been said this. The only person in CeeDee Lamb's way is himself. Can't nobody guard him. No one. You seen on the interception play in the end zone versus Philadelphia Eagles, hell, Blankenship had to hold his jersey so he couldn't catch the ball. So, only person is in his way is himself, guys. That's the only person. The only person. So, moving forward, guys, we're going to end the stream off slowly but surely, but I definitely think, the Dallas Cowboys, we gotta keep on winning, man. That's all I can say. We gotta keep on winning, guys. It can't be no losing. It can't. It's gonna be hard to be some losing in any of this. So if we can just make sure, just absolutely make sure that our defense is coming ready to play every single time they touch the field. Because if the Dallas Cowboys can touch the field and they can make a difference every single play by play, oh yeah. I guarantee you're gonna be sitting right here. You're gonna be sitting right here on your couch. You're gonna have a beautiful time. You're gonna have so much entertainment in front of you because you got George Pickens on one side of the ball. one side of the line. You got CeeDee Lamb on the other side of the ball. And with those two together, I promise you, Dallas will always have a chance. They always gonna have a chance. And then you allowing, our offensive line held the Chiefs to 0 sacks. A bit fat goose egg. No sacks. They said, you ain't touching my quarterback today, Chris Jones. You ain't doing it. And I'll be dang on right. He did not touch my quarterback one time. And I can't harp enough about my offensive line and how they did against Kansas City Chiefs. 0 sacks is an ultimate level accomplishment. You can take that and you can run with that. You can give that to any information you want to give it to. But I promise you, you tell a team you tell a opposing team that, hey, my offensive line didn't give up any sacks this week. They're going to be like, for real? Yeah. No sacks. 0 sacks. They didn't get my quarterback on the ground. And that's what I'm loving. I'm loving that energy. We got to keep the same energy throughout the rest of the season. If we can do that, higher and higher and higher. That's all we gonna do. So if you're thinking otherwise, if you're a fan sitting on the other side of this and you saying to yourself like, you know what? I thought the Dallas Cowboys was done. No. We close. Now we do need some losing from some other teams. Don't get me wrong. We need some losing and we need to continue to win because we can't ask for another team to lose if we can't win. We got to win first. So if we can win first, soaring through the roof. It's that simple, chat. So I appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love to the stream. Once again, guys, on your way out, if you just now seeing me and you like, who is this guy, bro? Yeah, I go by the name of Smack Talk. I tell you every Cowboys everything that happened with the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to be honest. You ain't about to sit here you ain't a time that you could pull up something that I didn't put out on the internet, that I didn't said a lie, that I didn't sugarcoat how this team is played, how this team is playing, what this team is doing, the decision making that this team is doing, in my opinion. But I want y'all to know I appreciate everybody. Once again, we outro.